Hey guys, it's San and welcome back to the BulbaSquad. So today we're going to be having a little conversation about essentially just Pokemon and what to do in today's market. I see a lot of confusion, a lot of older players saying, no, I'm done investing in Pokemon for now, it's too risky. A lot of new players who are deciding, no, right now is the perfect opportunity and being far too bullish. And we got the Timmys everywhere in between. So today we're going to have a conversation. How exactly do you navigate what's happening right now? What exactly should you be doing, or at least maybe building a guideline around? So, today, all you Timmies, hop on board. You got no clue how to navigate the market? We're going to learn together. So, here we go. Essentially, modern is at a massive risk, potentially higher than it's ever been, simply because it explodes at rates that are incomparable to anything that have come in the past for modern Pokemon. It is absurd. We look at battle styles, we're 180 plus, I believe. I think maybe 150, 160, somewhere in that price range. Vivid Voltage, 300 just about. We're hovering around that price point. Even Darkness Ablaze, 180. Shining Fates, we're looking at, what, $80 ETV? Everything's exploding. It's absurd. So, here's the biggest risk to modern right now, and all of you need to understand and accept this. I believe anything post Vivid Voltage, so Vivid Voltage, Shining Fates, and further on, are very, very likely candidates for heavy reprinting in the future. Maybe even Darkness Ablaze. I don't know where that one falls, because that one's much more under control by comparison to the other sets. And Darkness Ablaze is now 7 months old, so it's starting to get there. So I cannot advise in any way, shape, or form that you try to purchase products at anywhere above $100. I'm talking booster boxes. If we're talking ETBs, MSRP, anywhere above those price points for long-term investments. Even Shining Fates ETBs, I think, are riskier than a lot of people are treating them. So I can't really advise parking money in modern. I personally have been taking a step back because there's other things that are safer in this market at this moment. However, rarity is king. What's the biggest issue with rarity though? Right? You can't afford it. You can't just go out and buy one of these easily. Like those ETBs have now spiked up to $800. We got these premium, super premium collections that are, I think, $600 a piece. It's pretty pricey. And a lot of people can't afford that, and I understand. But this market has provided a massive and very unique opportunity. Don't get don't get so caught up in making a couple bucks and pocketing it and being like, I'm all hot. I made $5 off of like a $3 packs. Just something stupid. Don't do that. Buy stuff and flip it. I would advise that. Not to pocket the money, because the moment it goes into your pocket, just throw it in the garbage. It's going to go nowhere. It's a waste of time. But buy it. And if you see an opportunity, go ahead and flip it. Make sure your margins are good enough. Make sure, read up on the newest law. I don't know if it goes into effect starting December 31st, 2021, or if it's already in effect. You're going to want to read up on that. It's it's a seller tax essentially. So biggest disclaimer I have to give before we go too much further. You need to be willing and able to lose all of the money or be stuck holding a product. Okay? Do not do this thinking you are going to magically keep making money into infinity and beyond. So stop, accept you're gonna get caught. It's very likely you're gonna be stuck holding the ball. Sorry, I just kept fiddling with my words right there. So back to what I was saying. What I would say, purchase a booster box if you can. Purchase it below that $100 price point if you're still managing to do pre-orders. And if the price is high enough, I would advise selling it, honestly. After shipping fees and all that, you're going to make a nice couple bucks off of it. But that's how you snowball your money. The ultimate goal is to go into rarity. We're not looking at the Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer boxes. We're not looking at Champion's Path or even Shining Fates, where I got some down here. We're looking at stuff like the Generations ETB and possibly even Evolutions ETBs. Things that are more difficult to acquire, that are no longer going to be printed. Things that are safe, essentially, where rarity exists. For example, Shining Magikarp, Shining Gyarados. One thing is true, always true. An item will always be rare whenever it's way past the time of printing. Things rarity only increase as time goes on. Things get into worse conditions, things get lost, damaged, destroyed, whatever. And that's where the real value in things lie. You want a perfect example? Let me give you one right now. Mario Pikachu PSA 10. I believe the full art is going for like, I might be very wrong on this. These are going to be on screen, so don't worry. $2,500. Base set unlimited PSA 10 Charizard was somewhere in that same vicinity. Some genius. No, wait, no, it wasn't for that one. It was for a PSA 10 Zorua illustration contest card. That's what it was. It was like a $10,000 or $12,000 card. This guy decided, all right, I'm going to trade in my Charizard PSA 10 with this guy in order to get that Zorua card. Brilliant move on his behalf, honestly. Because at the end of the day, that Charizard eventually retraced. It fell back down because the population of unlimited base set is really high, even when comparing it to all the demand it has. And that Zorua Illustrator may not have the highest demand because most people don't know about it, but its rarity is undeniable. You can't just go into the market and find 10 of them. I think we got 1 or 2 of each one of them out there. Like, there's barely anything out there. Rarity is king. Mario Pikachu, back to what I was saying on that one, is a perfect example again. Ever since he's released, he honestly just kept kind of climbing up. You want to look at a Skyreach Charizard, the PSA 10 way back in 2016 or 2017 was $4,500 and then tanked down to like $2,000. Mario Pikachu never dropped. It maintained its price. Yeah, it wasn't the stupid expensive what it is today, but it maintained itself. And that tells me, at the end of all this, whenever retracements happen, if a market crash happens like some people believe, or if we just keep going up, it'll hold its price or go higher. And if it retraces what? 10%? That's nothing. Some of these cards retrace by like 50% in the span of a couple of days right now. If you were to lose 10% on something that increased that much, what's it matter? In essence, the market right now is permitting people with lower buying power to increase their buying power through hard work and determination to buy items that they previously could not acquire. That is the basic gist of it. I could not easily afford this purchase. This is a very big purchase for me. But guess what? I bought different things. I sold various things. I sell through the channel. I sell locally, sometimes eBay, various things. Like a bunch of it came out of Evolutions. And that's how I was able to acquire it. That's what you need to understand. And kind of, that's what I think you should be doing in the market, especially if you have lower amount of money. For the people who have the money, there is a strange benefit coming out of this. Because there's so much money being thrown around, a lot of things that are a little more rare, for example, the old Watsiera booster boxes, are being drawn out of the woodwork. They're being pulled out, being lured in by the money. Kind of like when Evolution spiked up. It flushed the supply out. That's exactly what keeps happening. But as time has gone on, I've seen listings for a bunch of things. Again, Mario Pikachu, Luigi, all cards like that are more rare, slowly disappearing off the market. The Zorua Illustrators, the Zora Arc competition cards. A while back, I think I saw last year somewhere in the vicinity of like 34 on the open market. Right now, I think there might be 8. They're slowly disappearing, being bought up, going into collections, people deciding, nah, I'm good now. All these little movements going on. So if you have the capital, you're willing to have it tied up in the long run, and you can actually afford it safely, there are certain items that have been flushed out that maybe you should be looking into. Maybe high rarity items. I mean, for God's sake, last year we had multiple sales that just don't normally happen. We've had 2 illustrators sell within the past year and some change. We had the, what was it, #1 trainer with the Mewtwo on it. That one sold as well, first time in years. So just take advantage of that. Yeah, it sucks because we can't just go out and buy whatever we want anymore. You can't just buy a booster box at $500. $600 would be a steal now. But there is opportunity, at least financially. If you're trying to collect, I would also say just flip, okay? Yeah, it's going to suck. You're going to feel dirty, but what's going to happen is, guess what? You can flip. You can now afford stuff that's really cool. Like, I know everyone would love a Generations ECB. This thing's gorgeous. But not everyone can afford it. So just take advantage of it. And let's say theoretically you start off with $100. You'll flip it a couple times, you somehow get it to $200 or $300. You get stuck with said item, it depreciates 50%. You're still breaking even or with some profit. Man, yeah, it's not as much as you would like. You would much rather have that $200 or $300 sitting in your pocket so you can go out, come on, spend it on some ladies, go to the bar with your friends, do a couple little dirty things. You know what I mean. But we're trying to essentially build wealth. That's what the channel's about. So yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think this is a good idea to approach, obviously expecting to lose money or be stuck holding the ball? Or do you think that you should just save money and wait for the crash whenever that happens? Because we got September/October coming up with the Rio anniversary. That might just put the pedal to the metal, keep it going for another year. So tell me what you guys think down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.